Check it out!
Check it out!
This is The Swimming Show.
Go Sontaga nako ke metsotso le 30 morago ga ura ya bobedi. I'm glad to see you back with us for more aquatic action. Fa ile gore o rata go ikgolaganya le rona o ka dira jalo mo letlakaleng la rona la Facebook The Swimming Show, mme mo Twitter ke @sport@sabc dirisa fela #The Swimming Show. Nna le setlhopha, we hope that you are going to enjoy what we have lined up for you today. Over to you, Lebo.
Dumela mmatapelo ha re bone re le tshwaretseng lenanong la rona la kajeno.
The Swimming Show.
Re qala ka dintlhakgolo tsa FINA World Marathon Open Water Swim go tswa kwana Seychelles.
Check it out!
Hape re le tlisetsa lebelo la mafumahadi le banna la dikilomitara tse 10. Dulang le rona mona mo lenanong la The Swimming Show.
The Swimming Show.
Ke a leboga Lebo. Bogaetso o ikutlwetse gompieno re le tlisetsa the 10-kilometer FINA World Marathon Open Water Swim go tswa nageng ya Seychelles. SA women were represented by first-timer Amika Diacher all the way from Port Elizabeth. And it's very important to note that among the competitors was the defending champion from Brazil, Ana Machela Cuna. Let's see how the women did.
The island of Mahe in the Seychelles is the venue for the second leg of the FINA Marathon Series 10-kilometer Open Water Championships. This is the second year that the Seychelles have hosted the top open water event on the African continent. The 33 international females are ready for the FINA Marathon Open Water Swim. They anxiously wait. And then the horn sounds. The route will wind anti-clock around the FINA markers under close scrutiny of the race officials. Naha ya Australia ina le disesi tse supa lebelong lena. Ya Hungary ina le tse 5. Naha ya China ina le tse 4. Mifura ina le disesi tse 3 fela. Italy and Brazil have also sent their top athletes. It looks like Karina Lee from Australia with the early lead. The women reach open water and are well on the first of 6 laps. Each lap is 1.66 kilometers. And we can expect the race to last for just less than 2 hours. This is tough, very tough. The heat will be a factor, so slower times are expected. Anna Olas from Hungary sports the white cap. The Australians are also very prominent with their green caps. I can see Adriana Bridi from Italy in the lead pack as well. Also, the green Brazilian cap of Ana Marcela Cunha. Number 12 belongs to Samantha Arevalo from Ecuador. Sing Sin from China is right up there. She reaches the marker first. The mass of swimmers edge around. Not easy going here. Last year there was a bit of rain, but so far it is wind perfect and very hot. Sophia Free Show is a very proud local entry this year. A big milestone for Seychelles swimming. Sing Sing with a straight left arm stroke. The Australian duo hang in. It looks like Mackenzie Brazier that has joined Karina Lee. The swimmers are still fairly closely bunched. A long way to go though. Sing Sing keeps up a good pace. She wants to build a gap. I'm very sure of that. Now we can see it is Jordan White from Australia, just behind the lead. The next marker. A big bunch of swimmers follow the first three around the FINA marker. You can see the intensity as they make their turn. Sophia Freeshow keeps her momentum in the water. She may be behind the main bunch, but she's doing very well. This is the feeding pontoon. Here the teams use a long pole to reach their swimmers in the water. The pontoon also completes the lap, a welcome sight for the swimmers. South Africa's Amika Diaga is sporting number 7. This is a first-time experience for her. As the second lap begins, we notice her in the middle of the pack. Kenyan Nuran Bagda won the 5-kilometer event the previous day. It is good to see her racing this tough 10-kilometer as well. They flow past the next marker. The pattern stays the same out front. Sing Sing from China, then Australia's Lee and Jordan White. This is still anyone's race. No one is out the running yet. Diaga on the heels of some of the Chinese swimmers. The young Port Elizabeth entrant is cherishing this opportunity. A large amount of swimmers have hauled in the Australians. Sing Sing from China still leads. This is all about stamina and endurance, but also patience. You must know when to surge and when to hang back. Australia's Sasha Downing just behind China's Zhu Shu. The South African now between Portugal and Sweden. The white caps of the Hungarians chasing hard. Someone has passed the Australian duo to take second at the stage. It looks like Ana Marcela Cunha from Brazil. Oh yes it is. She won the first leg of the FINA Marathon World Series in Doha, Qatar in February. She's in real good shape. The French blue cap belongs to Arielle Miller. Then it is Lee and White from Australia. Turbulent water as the rest of the swimmers round the marker. The pace is picked up in the second lap, but the warm Indian Ocean is not easy to navigate. The end of lap 2 now. The swimmers look out for their refreshments, if they do decide on a feed now. They don't miss a stroke. No time to waste here.
The young Kenyan Nurain Baga also taking part in this particular race. Now this was her first 10-kilometer race ever. You need to look out for the name Nurain Baga. And Uhopole, you heard it first on The Swimming Show. Time for a quick break. Don't go away. Welcome back to The Swimming Show on SABC2, where you belong. If you've just joined us, Luena Reago Amogela. Kabo Madimabe, you've just missed out on the first part of the show. Fela Setsonyechi, we continue with more action from the 2019 FINA World Marathon Open Water Swim. Let's go back to Mahe Island.
23-year-old Sing Sing from China digs deep as she takes on lap 3 of 6. Cunha from Brazil is on her heels. Esme Vermeulen from the Netherlands checks out Jordan White from Australia. Ana Marcela Cunha shows experience as she speeds around the marker. Karina Lee follows. And soon, a whole host of swimmers. Amika Diaga here with Australia's Sasha Downing, who looked to be in a bit of trouble after lap 2. Up front, It is getting very interesting. Sing Sing hangs in for China, but she's been threatened by Cunha from Brazil and Müller from France. Lee from Australia is also in the mix. The first 15 places are very close, and it looks like a very tactical encounter here in the Seychelles. Sing Sing, then Müller, Cunha and Lee. And here again, the chasing pack. De Jaag and Downing falling off the pace a bit now. It is a waiting game for the lead swimmers, or has China's Sing Sing got their measure? The Chinese swimmer has led from the start. She comes in ahead of Brazil's Cunha and takes a drink. Cunha feeds as well, as do most of the other swimmers. A whirlpool now at the first marker on lap 4. Müller neck on neck with Sing Sing now. A very game. Nureya Bagda from Kenya is being lapped now. Only 15 years of age, she will value the experience. Müller makes her move on Qingshin with a white cap. Italy's Ariana Breedy also appears in the lead pack. And now the race is on. The swimmers have played their hand. Aurélie Müller from France, our new leader. Ariana Breedy sets her sights on the French swimmer directly ahead of her. Karina Lee from Australia enters the lead pack again. At the back of the field, but swimming her own race, is Seychelles' Sophie Frischot. She is doing very well amongst these top internationals. We move ahead now to the end of the fifth 1.66 kilometer lap. Aurélie Müller from France has held on to her lead. She is looking strong in the water. Is there another shake-up behind the leader? Let's see after the feeding pontoon and on the final lap. Anna Marcella Cunha has put in the French lady under pressure. But another teammate from France, Marguerite Grandjean, has slipped into third. Back to the feeding pontoon. This is Mira Simsak from Hungary. Some more back markers. And back to our leaders as they round the marker. Rochelle Bruni from Italy, also up with Australia's Lee now. This race is getting interesting. Italy's Breedy now ahead of Müller and Cunha. The pace intensifies, even in the warm water. The times at this stage compare well with the first leg that took place in Doha, Qatar. The French duo hang in third and fourth place, but still chase hard. Karina Lee from Australia and Rochelle Bruni from Italy medaled behind the Brazilian Cunha in the first leg of this series. They have a chance to medal here as well. Cunha ahead of Breedy now. Grandjean from France, and then Bruni from Italy. A look back at the Seychelles entrant, Frischot. Ariana Breedy tries hard to haul in Anna Marcella Cunha. They enter the finish zone and a battle to the end. Breedy looking very strong and gaining. To the wire. Wow, Italy's Ariana Breedy just gets a touch in ahead of Cunha from Brazil. She has timed it perfectly. What a race! And now France. It is Marguerite Grandjean. What a clever race from her. She gets third, just ahead of second Italian Rochelle Bruni. And then Aurélie Miller from France. Karina Lee from Australia leads home the big batch that follow. Judging by the local cheers from Beau-Vallon Beach, Seychelles finisher Sophie Fichot is a definite celebrity. She finishes under 30 minutes of the winner, making her time count. Seychelles Swimming will be very pleased with the World Marathon Series performance. South African Amika de Jager finished just in front of the Seychelles swimmer.
Today the temperature was very high, so I decided to start very slow and then finish faster. Because of if we swim fast, we spend a lot of energy, and it's better to start slow and finish fast. Of course, Anna Marcella, the girls who finished with me, and my teammate Raquel Bruni, but it was also Aurélie Muller who won the last World Championship, and another girl from Australia, Karina Lee, she won a medal in the last World Cup, so it was very high level.
Ngwaga o fetileng Africa Borwa was represented by Chad Ho hammogo le Michelle Weber in this very competition. Mme monongwaga, it was good to see two new young swimmers representing our country, and they were participating in this particular competition for the very first time. Ke bua ka Amika de Jager hammogo le Dani Murray. Well done to you guys for also participating in this competition. Time now for a quick break. Dula fela yalo. Beau-Vallon Beach is where everyone gathered for this spectacular event. Now, this is the second time that the Seychelles is hosting the marathon series. And I know that we are guaranteed another 2 years at this incredible island. And hopefully, after these 2 years, there will be many more to come. The real action, though, was in the water. And that's what we're here for.
Beau-Vallon Beach on the island of Mahé in the Seychelles. The male elite swimmers from no less than 15 countries enter the water to get their 10-kilometer start. 6 laps of 1.66 kilometer each lay ahead. The female race was completed in just more than 2 hours. The men are expected to be a few minutes quicker. This is the second leg of the FIDA Marathon Swim Series. The first leg took place in Doha, Qatar in February this year. Germany's Florian Wellbrock won that leg, followed by Hungarian Krzysztof Rozowski, and then Jordan Wilimovsky from the USA. The green RSA cap here belongs to Dani Murray. On their shoulder is number 31, also with a green SA cap, and that is Chad Ho. Only the Hungarian has entered his second leg in the Seychelles. The internationals have 9 events similar to this and can compete where it suits them. The low clouds have drifted off and the air temperature has climbed well above 30 degrees. Stephen Armstrong, here with the South Africans. Andreas Waschberger from Germany. Also, Zongi Guaiwo from China in the mix. I'm not sure of the third swimmer in the lead pack. We will identify him shortly. Without a cap, here he is, Kirill Abrosimov from Russia. He has number 1 markings. The swimmers are closely bunched at this early stage. They round the FINA marker, churning up the water. The Seychelles have done well to field 3 swimmers in this event. They are not expected to medal, but as with the female race, this experience will serve the young entrants well. Elaine Vido, only 15 years of age. The swimmers still closely bunched. Nick Sloman is one of 6 Australian swimmers that have made the trip. Rozowski and Pap from Hungary now. Their leading teammate Salmeshi and the Russian Abrosimov. There are huge benefits having a big team at these events. Tactics come into play, and you can implement a race strategy much easier. Very often, national pride outweighs personal or individual achievement. Lap 1 is done. The coaches and assistants are on standby at the feeding pontoon. Most of the swimmers take in some liquid at the stage. Lap 2 of 6 now. The Hungarians are still out front, but Russia's Kirill Abrosimov has gained a few meters. Daniel Murray looks out to the open water ahead. Xiaobo An from China is on his side. We now move ahead to the final lap of the FINA Marathon Series 10-kilometer race. Chad Ho, just ahead of Donny Murray now. Alain Vidot from the Seychelles now. Philip Seidler from Namibia, looking to be gaining after the last lap as well. Rozovsky has swum a clever race, but can he maintain this pace? There is still sufficient time to make a move, if you are one of the swimmers chasing. Alan Dukama from Brazil here, with the South Africans just above him. Rolo from Australia opts to go wide. Marc-Antoine Olivier from France has got the lead once more. He seems to come out of nowhere. Rozovsky and Sloman from Australia lying second and third now. Look at the kick of the French. And you can clearly see how hard he is trying. The arm rotation defies the work he's actually doing here. 22-year-old Nick Sloman slips into second. Dutch swimmer Ferry Weertman is challenging the Hungarian to get ahead now. Can this be the breakaway that seals this race? The water gets a little choppier now, and Sloman is trying his best to get to the front. The Olympic champion Weertman is stroking strong, in third place now. The first 10 swimmers are all within 25 seconds of each other. Nick Sloman challenging Olivier hard now, but the Frenchman responds. Credit must be given to the Hungarian, Krzysztof Rozovsky. He has been in the top 3 for the entire race and is still hanging in there. The finish is close, and it doesn't look like the Frenchman will be caught. Nick Sloman has a good line behind Olivier. Marc-Antoine Olivier wins. Australia's Nick Sloman gets second. And it looks like Hungary has touched just ahead of the Netherlands. Chad Ho is the best placed South African in the middle of the batch of finishers now. He finishes in 17th place overall, 1 minute 20 seconds behind the leader. Donny Murray finishes in 24th place a few seconds later. Back on the water, the Seychelles swimmers are being urged to push ahead. It is a tough ask on a very first international marathon series. Damien Payet is the swimmer in question here. He can finish within 30 minutes of the winner and register an official time, the best for the Seychelles yet. His coach and team assistants anxiously give instructions, but he is well within the time. He comes in to finish and touches 2 hours 20 minutes and 15 seconds. 38th overall and 24 minutes off the lead. a very courageous effort for Paye and the Seychelles. On the beach, Damien Paye is welcomed home like the champion he is. The Seychelles has a new celebrity, and it can only get better.
2 hours in the water. Let that sink in. Taking it stroke by stroke, minding your competition, and at the same time trying to better your time. Now these swimmers make it look really easy. I mean, I know it's not easy because I can hardly sit in a car for 2 hours. You guys, I really salute you for participating, every single one of you, and let that sink into every one of us that swimming is really not that easy. As a papa le morogo ko Pitori ba tla o botsa. Setlhopha sona ke The Swimming Show, nna ke Mmathapelo wa Gaphale. Thank you for watching.
This is The Swimming Show.